Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how to do this really fun 3D or tubular brick stitch or circular brick stitch, I'm not really sure. And it's a great stitch. It's a really nice dainty tube or rope, beaded rope. If you are doing it with size 11 seed beads or even size 15, it would be even tinier. So previously the thinnest beaded rope I was able to create was this one, which I did right angle weave, cubic right angle weave, but only with 3 sides rather than 4. So this was quite a thin rope, and I managed to make this one, which is even a little bit smaller and daintier. So this is the thinnest one I've been able to create so far. So it makes a really nice, delicate bangle or necklace or bracelet. So this is what they look like. So this is with size 11. This also size 11. And this is with I believe this was a size 11 but triangle bead. So there's just some ideas here of some earrings you could do. You can change the colours as you go to change the effect of the rope. But yeah, I'm just going to show you how to do the stitch today, and then you can make whatever you'd like with it. So to make this, you're either going to need some size 11 seed beads. It also works with size 15, size 8, size 6, cube beads. I actually used cubes, Miyuki cubes for this one. Triangle beads, little tiny bugle beads. So really any of your beads that you've got, it will probably work with. I'm going to be using size 8 seed beads for the demonstration, so it's a bit bigger and easier to see. And then you're going to need a beading thread, so any kind of beading thread is going to work for this. It doesn't require a specific kind of beading thread, so whichever one you prefer. So I'm just going to cut a short amount because I'm just going to be showing you how to make the stitch. So you're going to thread your needle onto your thread. Depending on what size beads you're using will depend what size needle. Then you're going to pick up 6 of your beads and slide them down. Leave a few inches. If you're adding a clasp at the end of your project, you want to leave a few extra inches so that you've got enough to add your clasp. And then you're going to come around up through the first 3. So we have this. Now you're going to come down through the next 3. Oops. So we've got this little group of 2 groups of 3 stacked next to each other. Picking up 3, coming around and going down through those 3 that you're coming out of. And back up through the 3 just added. So right now you have this. Now you're going to fold it over. So you're folding this 3 that you're coming out of back towards the first 3, and you're going to go down through the first 3. Now back up through those 3 you were just coming out of. So it's all connected, and if you look from above, you've got 3 beads on the top. You've also got these 3 thread bridges that connect them. They're what we're going to be using to do the brick stitch. So pick up 6, forgot what I was doing, pick up 6 of your beads coming out of this one. So we're not going to use this next thread bridge, we're going to use the second one. So go and take your needle underneath the second thread bridge around. So not the first one, but the second one. Pull that through. And you're going to go up through these first 3 beads that are right over here where your thread is starting from. So the ones closest to where your thread is coming out of these 3. Then you're going to pick up 3 and you're going to go under that last thread bridge that doesn't have any beads. So you've gone under these 2. Under that last one right here. Pull it through. And then go up through those 3 just added. So we have this. Now if you look on the top, these 2 are joined and these 2 are joined, but these 2 are not. So coming out of the top of here, you want to go down through these 3 so that you've got 3 thread bridges again on the top, and back up through the 3 on the other side. Okay, now you've got 3 thread bridges. Picking up 6. And again, skipping this first thread bridge, you're going to go under the second one, pull that down, go up through the first 3, pick up 3, and going under that 3rd thread bridge over here. And then back up through those 3 just added. Pull it nice and tight. Now you need to connect the 2 columns that aren't connected, so down through the next 3 and then back up through the 3 where you started. Pull it tight and that's it. So that is basically how we do the tubular brick stitch. So you could do it with any width that you wanted. I just stopped at 3 beads. You could do your initial ladder row with more beads and then join them together, and you'd have more thread bridges to use. I like it with the 3. You could change colour each time, so you've got little sections of different colours. You could do less beads, so you don't have to pick up 3 each time. You could do columns of 2. Single columns would make it grow really slowly, but you could do single columns, even bigger columns. So where is it? This one I've picked up 4 beads in each little section instead of 3 to make it grow a little bit quicker. Yeah, so there's lots of different variations. Also on these earrings that I did a group of 3, and then I did a row of just single beads brick stitch, then a group of 3, and then you see how it creates that stripy pattern. So there's lots of different things you can do with this. So I hope you're able to do this stitch and you found this video helpful. Comment down below anything else you'd like to see and let me know what you make with this tutorial, and you can tag me on Instagram at Beading by Hannah, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed to see more of my videos. Thanks for watching everyone, see you next time, bye.